Right. Hello to people join. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, right. Here we go. I'm still getting to the hang of this this YouTube live thing. It's not quite as straightforward as Instagram and Facebook. But all right, here are the messages. Hello, hello, Richard. Hello, Tom. Yes, another one. Hello, Isaac, Jack, Jazz. Good evening, Ozzy. Hello, mate. Who else is here? Matthew Hunt. Hello. Hello, Lewis, Harry. I do live in London. Joeva 10. What up, Rick's Guitars? It's good to see you too. Hello, 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 Dean. Hello, what's up? Hello. I see the hair's out this time. Oh yeah, the last time. No, I don't even know what the camera's like. There we go. There we go. It's a bit better. I've got to lean forward because I've got really bad eyesight. Where am I? Sorry. I've got to go onto YouTube to see the comments. It's really annoying. Hello. All right. We are here. Belgium. Hello, Tom. This last, I'll get through a load of work. Tom, this could be a long one. We don't know. Thought I'd pop on for at least a while, you know. But how is everyone doing? Good evening, I should say, shouldn't I? You know, let me just adjust so we got a cool camera. And go on and play. There we go. I'm kind of on the sofa. You know, why be corporate? Why try and be on a table like, oh yes, yes, this is my office and all that stuff with that. I just saw someone said about Gary Moore. Gary Moore was a monster, wasn't he? An absolute. He would was it? Oh god. I've forgotten how it goes now. Whatever's. I remember Paris. Share my hair secrets. Okay, right. I get so many comments about my hair, and they're all very positive comments, which is a slight irony because I got, I want to say bullied quite heavily when I was at school. You know, because I've always been different, and yeah. So, man, I just have a shower. I wash my hair every day. You hear these things about not to wash your hair every day. I wash my hair every day. Sunday I might be a bit lazy, you know, but hair dry. I might put a little bit of relaxing product, just a little bit of cream, just to protect it when you're using a hair dryer. That's it. That is it. That's the secret. Let's start today's stream with some funky stuff, brother. Let's see. Hopefully the mic's all right. The sound. We got the funk. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that's sounding all right. Play guitar, Ozzy. Do it. I'm glad you like my accent. Thank you. From Pittsburgh, Craig. That's amazing. Egypt, Chicago. This is, oh man, that warms me. I know, Tom. Sorry, I'm a bit late on the questions here, going back. I mean, the school I went to was so damn chavvy. You know, it was, I mean, this is the kind of late 90s, early 2000s. So what was deemed kind of cool then is chav, you know. So yeah, but the hell of them. I got back on one person who picked on me a lot. I mean, I can go into that story if you really want, but Matthew, can you say hi to my kids, Josh and Grace? Hello, Josh and Grace Hunt. Thank you for joining your father and me on this guitar adventure. My cousin's called, or Gracie. He doesn't like being called Grace, but Grace, Gracie, lovely names. That means a lot, Sam O'Keefe. You like the videos? I mean, well, love the videos. It means a lot. Favorite riff of all time? I mean, Josh, you can't go wrong. I don't want to be too loud in here. Actually, you know what? What's it? Net pickup. I want to get this again right. In the days of my youth, I've been. That's probably my favourite. That's a wicked riff. Russia, man. India. Did I just see someone from India? Ever played a PRS SE245? Don't think so. No, I've only played a couple of PRSs and didn't quite do it for me. Bonjour. Je suis fatigué. J'ai joué au foot. Or bonsoir, I should say. No, bonsoir. Little Ring. I'll do Little Ring in a minute. I always do Little Ring. I'll do it in a sec. What's your missus think about you and your guitars? Does she support you? She does, yeah. I mean, we've had tiffs. But she's away again. Every time I go on this, she seems to be away, but she's in Italy for a few days. But I don't have all my guitars at my flat. My mate was texting me the other day, well, yesterday, in fact, and he's a bass player. And my little saying, like, no, he who dies with the most guitars wins. He was like, I think we should change it to he who sells the most guitars wins. And he's basically, he had 47 guitars and he sold 41 of them. And we're talking, I mean, he's kept his 64 jazz bass, he's kept that, and some custom shops, but these aren't like cheap guitars he had. These are like, you know, expensive, real deal guitars. Sorry, I've just had to come off this bit. Right, what's going on? Well, all that Zeppelin stuff was on a telly, so it's, yeah, absolutely. One of my favorites from John Mayer. You know what? I'm really, actually, tomorrow's YouTube video is very John Mayer, not very John Mayer inspired. It is John Mayer inspired. So I don't want to play that. It's basically, tomorrow is a loop video. It's a John Mayer one. And I thought I wanted to change it up. I didn't want to just keep doing the same. I know all my YouTube videos, I like to change things up a bit, you know, because I want to do the best kind of entertainment guitar stuff, you know. So my YouTube channel, yeah, no, I do some tutorials, I review stuff, but I want it to be musically entertaining. Because that's why we come on YouTube. YouTube is the new TV, isn't it? And so I wanted to do a different kind of loop thing, and I've edited it all together. I've done so much editing today. I've also edited, which I want to talk about, a little music video for when my EP is coming out. And that took about 6 hours for like a 4-minute video. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I've got a John Mayer one coming, but I do really like something like Olivia. It's not really a riff. I want to do the riff, which I'm loving at the moment, but I want you to watch the video for tomorrow. So I can't do it as much as I want to. I mean, I'm really bad. Oh, actually, what's a really good one? Mind tune. Close enough. No, I'm not. Bear with me. Bear with me. Talk among yourselves, folks. I can't play with an out of tune guitar, can I? It's just, I mean, it'd be deemed unprofessional, wouldn't it? Alright. It's the 6-string though, wasn't it, Mike? It was that 6-string. No, what? It's only out of fraction. Right, let's try again. You probably know what I'm going to do, but I do really like. There we go, it's been a while. That's a really cool one. Do you love Oasis? I don't know about love, but you know, I grew up learning a lot of their songs when I was a kid. Master Plan, I think, is probably one of the best Oasis songs, and it was a B-side, wasn't it? I think they might have released it eventually, but I remember trying to work that out when I was about 18, because it's all that. And I remember in the verses, it's like, take the time to make some sense. All those little things, trying to work that out by ear. I was like, oh, what is that? You know, and I was sitting there for ages, and it's like, oh, just moving that about, you know. But, and I remember Live Forever, I learned that note for note when I was about 13 years old, and Don't Look Back in Anger, I learned that. I haven't played it since I was 13. Thoughts on Chapman guitars? I've never played one, mate. Never played one, so I can't give a positive or negative thought. I picked one up once upon a time in Anderton's. I was like, oh, it's a Chapman, you know, but and it just felt like the neck was very thin. But I've never played one, so I can't. I'm sure somewhere down the line I'll play one, but I can't really say really. Please play some Junior Kimber. I'm afraid I don't know any, I'm afraid. Oasis is gay. I just saw that comment. I've just lost it. Oh, wow, there's a load of comments. Sorry. White Stripes on Oasis, yes. Do you think Kurt Cobain was murdered? I'm all into conspiracy theories, man. And actually, you know, there's a wicked documentary called JFK to 9/11. And it's on YouTube. I'm assuming it is. I watched it ages ago, but it's about 3 hours long. And if you're into your conspiracy theories, you are in for a treat. How do you manage to swap between flat-necked Gibsons and Fender curved necks so easily? Not necessarily easily. You know, it does take a little bit of adjustment. Mainly for my right hands as opposed to the necks. But I mean, this neck on this guitar is quite a fatty. I guess it'd be a C. Jonathan Harvey, hello. Now Jonathan, he's played his Telecaster. So, but it's more my right hand. My right hand's really sensitive, and if I'm playing shit, it's usually my right hand's not in sync with my left. I mean, I am left-handed and I play right. I don't know if that's got something to do with it, but but yeah, it doesn't affect me neck-wise, Fender to Gibson. I was playing my 345 earlier, and I was like, why don't I play this guitar every single day? Because the neck's beautiful, and it's great, you know. So, are you into jazz? Good place to start listening to jazz guitar inspiration. I do like some jazz guitar, yeah. You can't go wrong with checking out some Joe Pass. I remember getting a DVD on Joe Pass when I was about 21. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Sorry, there's kids here, maybe. I leave for 2 minutes and John Mayer is already a topic. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing him May the 12th. Ah, Jonathan. Why you never started a band, mate? I've been, mate, Ridjo, obviously you are new to me. I've been in many bands over the years, and I got kind of sick and tired of people letting me down. So that's why I decided to kind of go solo. And that's when kind of I started taking YouTube quite seriously. I released an EP was it last June or June before? I can't remember. And then I've got a new one coming out, which it's all done. I've got an album cover I want to do and everything like that. So actually, if you have it, I don't like pushing, but you know, when you're approaching companies, they like seeing your social media and all that kind of stuff, you know. So if you haven't already, please do give me a like on Facebook and also a follow, a like on Instagram, especially Instagram. I really like Instagram. And also I can share stuff which isn't always on YouTube. I do Instagram lives as well, and Facebook lives, just like this, except the only thing with them, it's flipped, but it's so handy. You know, like with this, I've got to kind of come on here, I've got to set it up, I've got another camera, I'm seeing another video of myself, like delayed, what you're seeing, so I can see the comments. It's really awkward, but Instagram live or Facebook live is instant, hence Instagram. So that I really appreciate, actually, if you haven't done so already, give the Facebook a like, and my Instagram, Facebook is official Mike Bradley, and my Instagram is, I think, Mikey B999, I think it is, or something. If you type Mike Bradley in Instagram, you're going to find me. But I'd really appreciate it, and it just helps. But I have a solo band. I haven't seen him for a couple of months, but the plan is to get out playing with the solo band under the Mike Bradley umbrella. Like I said, I just got sick and tired of people just letting me down. And you know, the one band I was in, cut long story short, you know, we did very well. We headlined we headlined Shepherd's Bush Empire as an unsigned band, you know, and the Mean Fiddler and Astoria, when that was still here in London. And we used to have 2 coaches of our fans come, and, you know, this is all before social media. This is early 2000s, 2003, 4, 5. And we had Sony come down and see us, and the singer, who's one of my dearest friends, you know, we don't see each other as much anymore, but he always will be my best mate. And he was, you know, was into drugs, and he let us down. You know, we had an A&R of Sony come and see us, and my goal was to be signed before I was 21, and I was on course for this. And she was like, loved the band, loved the songs. It was great because she stayed for the first 2 songs, and they're both songs I wrote, so that gave me a nice little boost as a 20-year-old, whatever I was, 19, 20. But she said, come back and you got a better singer. And it's like, shit. And then I've been other bands ever since, and egos, oh man, some egotistical singers I've been in bands with. So yeah, I just thought I want to be go and do my own thing, really, you know. So it's a very long question. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Where were you? How do you manage your tinnitus? That's a good question, mate. Sorry, there's quite a lot of questions, which I'm very grateful. Keep them coming. How do I manage my tinnitus? I mean, when I do rehearsals, when you're in like a small music room, I always put in earplugs. I haven't got them here, unfortunately, but I've done a video, Protecting Your Ears, I think it was called, on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But I went to Boots, and they kind of put these molds in your ear, and you're kind of a bit weird. You're kind of deaf for about 3 minutes. Not deaf, like you can't hear it. And they're about 130 quid, something like that. But I said, my mum's got a Boots card. And I said, my mum works down the road. I went, that's all right. And he knocked about 20% off, which is cool. So yeah, when I do rehearsals, I put them in. And then when I do gigs, I sound check first without earplugs. So then I know what it sounds like. And then it all depends on the drummer I'm playing with, and the room. If it's quite an echoey room, after a few songs, if I start feeling a bit fatigued in my ear, I'll put my plugs in. I always have them on top of the amp or in my pocket or something if I want to. Then of course I put them in, and it's like, I think so quiet, you know. But that's what I do. I sound check without plugs, and then if I am going to wear them throughout, I'll put them in. because then I know it's okay, the volume, everything's all set, and then I go with it that way. But it's a pain in the arse, so we shouldn't have it. Any tips for studying modes in a non-boring way, Daniel? Yes, I do. If you go over to mikebradleymusic.com, I have a fantastic lesson talking about the modes. plug. Actually, another thing people don't know about it. So obviously I was saying about the social media thing. Do head over to, I've got a website. Do people actually know the description box? Out of curiosity, this is like almost like me doing a market research here. Do you look at the description box when, and not just on my videos, anyone? Because a lot of time people ask me stuff, I thought it's in the description box. But yes, mikebradleymusic.com. I've got video lessons on there, which aren't on YouTube, and yeah, they are, you know, they are for sale, and it all kind of helps me fund my life so that I can carry on doing cool YouTube videos for everyone. But I've got the mode lesson I've got is in 2 parts. I've got one on my website, which is how to use them, and I've got a lesson on YouTube, which is free, which I'm sure you'll love, which is kind of giving the backstory of it. So it's a 2-part video. Part 1 on YouTube, part 2 is on my website. So check it out, mikebradleymusic.com, and hopefully that will help. Let me know, Daniel, how you get on with it if you decide to do it. What's going on? Do you rate Jack White's guitar playing? Yeah, it's just filthy, isn't it? It's a filthy player. He's a filthy player. Always disregard John Mayer as a pop star, but I do admit he's a freaking guitar genius. Yeah, John Mayer's great. Yes, Ozzy, I do like Joe Bonamassa. The only thing with Joe, and because he's from the Eric Johnson thing, it's very lick. It's that, which is fantastic, and he goes a lot quicker than me. And you know, sometimes but then at the same time he does wail it, you know. But no, Joe's great player. Craig, Mike, so who influenced you the most in your playing? Whew. I went through stages really, buddy. I mean, when I was younger, you know, when I was like 9, 10, everyone down my road were a lot older than me, and Nirvana was big, and you know, I kind of wanted to play in their band, so they gave me a bass guitar and I started playing that way, you know. So then when I was playing guitar, you know, I learned guitar in 1996. That's when I started playing guitar, and guitar was not popular for a kid who was 12 years old at all. And especially in the later 90s, you know, house and garage dance music was very there. So it's surprising when I did pick up the guitar, really, you know. And like I said earlier about being picked on about my hair, you know, I was always the odd one, you know. But I got a teacher, and so the only source I had was my guitar teacher and VH1. When VH1 would show music, and I remember like Air Guitar into November Rain and stuff like that. So, but and then liking Oasis, like someone said earlier, you know. But yeah, all I had was that and my uncle at the time, and he went to ACM, and I started him about the ACM, and I went to a music college. I think I mentioned this last time on a stream, and I saw Guffey Govan play, and he was like 27 years old or something like that. And then, you know, went through the cycles. But then I remember seeing and hearing Richie Kotzen for the first time, and that really gave me a big boost. Actually, I've jumped ship because Richie Sambora was a big influence in my kind of mid-teens. And then in my late teens, early 20s, I saw Richie Kotzen, and I loved that kind of arpeggio mixed with the pentatonics, you know. You know, so that's a bit sloppy, but yeah. And then from there, it's a load of people, you know, Richie Kotzen, like I said, Robin Ford, Michael Landau, Eric Gales, he's probably one of my new favourite guitar players. John Mayer as well. Steve Ray Vaughan, fuck, how do I forget him? Steve Ray Vaughan, a massive influence. Philip Sace is great. Sorry, I'm so far back on these questions. But keep them coming. 98 of you. That's amazing. Give us some Clapton, Jonathan Harvey. There it is. What's the chord? What's the chord? What's the chord? What's the chord? I don't know how it works. Then the weird chords. Oh fuck. I must have how's it go? Who do you love? And of course. Got that. Got that. Little bit of a very sloppy Clapton, but I like being put on the spot. I can't show you my guitar collection right now because I'm at my flat and all my guitars are at the guitar house, the teaching house. So I only have this guitar and my Taylor in the hall. So unfortunately I can't. But I've got a guitar tour video on my YouTube channels. Check that out. What's your opinion on P90 pickups? Fantastic pickups. I need to have I want to get Les Paul Jr. eventually. I don't know the Shaw Bucker pickups. I can't say I've tried them out or know anything about them, Craig, I'm afraid. Networking in music industry is incredibly important. Jonathan, I'm glad you enjoyed the telly. Probably, as I say, this is miles ago now, all these questions. Sorry, man. Cheers, Billy. I love you, Deepak. Deepak! I know your name, Deepak. I love you too. You've been following me for a while. Yeah, JFK in the grassy nut. Oh, man, JFK to 9/11. Watch that documentary. The best acoustic guitar I've ever played. I want to say, can I say my Taylor? I mean, I do like it. I remember, actually, I'm sure you won't mind me. A mate of mine, Pete, who a lot of you probably know. I remember him handing me a John Mayer Martin, which was like $3,000, or probably more than that. And so you expect, oh, you know, and I remember playing it, I was like, it's all right. You know what I mean? You know, and because it was designed for John Mayer. But yeah, so sometimes, you know, expensive guitars aren't at all, you know, but I really like my Taylor, though I do like Loden acoustic guitars, but they're very expensive. Could you play some Dire Straits? I did know Songs of Swing note for note once upon a time, but do it again. No, they don't work it. That's the way you do it. You put a guitar on your MTV, they don't work it. That's the way you do it. Put a guitar on the MTV, microwave, get the kitchen delivery. We got to move this calibration. We got to move this color TV. Down, 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 down. There we go. You got to get the old chicken picking for Mark. Do you know Carry On My Wayward Son? I did, game. I taught that probably about 5 years ago. I'd never heard it, and this lad brought in a CD and I taught it to him, but I can't play it now. There's a load of parts in it. Like that. Marshall or Fender Blackface or Tweed? What amps are your favourite? I like them both, but I probably would choose a Fender Blackface. Hello, Mimo. Hey, mate, what is your opinion on P90? Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I really like P90s. I think they're great. I had a Fret King guitar for a little while, and that had a P90 in it. But I ended up selling the guitar though. Nothing to do with the pickup. I won't go into it. J Street Chaos. I followed you on Instagram. Fantastic. Thank you. Actually, you know what? I can see if people have or not. Oh, you know what? I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 new followers on Instagram. Thank you very much. And if you've just joined, I'm just saying it would mean a lot to me if you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It really helps, especially in building my solo career up. It means a lot. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, you could do it, mate. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Can you show one of your high picking exercises? Would be glad if you do so. I can, and I do have a hybrid picking video on my website, MikeBradleymusic.com. Make sure you check it out. Plug. So a cool. You know what? Even if you just take shape 2. Actually, let me just check the camera if you can see me all right. You can see me all right. Shape 2 in C major, A minor, whatever you want to look at it. Now, if you slide 7 to 9 on the 3rd string and then 8 on the 2nd, right? That, and then the pick on the 3rd string, if you can see me, and then my 2nd finger is picking the 2nd. And then going back and forth, 9, 8, 9, 8. So if you keep that slide happening, you got that like a country. And then if you can take it then through the pentatonic scale shapes, and that's shape 2, shape 3, shape 4, shape 5, shape 1. So which sounds really cool. And of course, if you go forward, you can go back as well. Which is cool. And then start adding other notes, you know, don't just, nothing's written in stone. That's a good place to start. Yo, Rory Jackson. I don't know what everyone's saying. Yeah, too. I think maybe the sounds. God, I'm really far back on this question. And, oh, you do look at the description box. Yes, cool. That's great. How do I've been getting a lot of questions. How do I plan, rehearse, film the 2 mic videos? You know what? So the video I went up yesterday, I filmed that Monday. I was driving there to the house and I thought, right, I want to do, I've got to shoot some YouTube videos today. What should I do? I thought, let's do pick versus fingers. Set the camera up and I do it. That was it. And I think I even said in the video, like, this isn't rehearsed, you know. I should stress, when I first started doing 2 mic videos, when I was making Mike 2, because he's real. But when I first edited the video, the Telestrap one, and actually I remember the Rosewood versus Maple fingerboard strap. I remember doing that, and I think to edit it, it took me like 5 hours, 6 hours just to edit it. You know, not only to, shooting it, that's separate. But now I can do it quite quickly. So yeah, I mean, an hour to edit it or something, and then shooting it pretty much, yeah, probably like an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. But like I say, I've the early ones took ages, and I was using iMovie at the time. And if anyone's done anything on editing and software, iMovie is very limiting. And so yeah, those early ones were done on iMovie, and it took me ages. And I think actually the Rosewood versus Maple was the first one I did on Final Cut. I think I remember my brother being in America, and I was FaceTiming him, and he was like on the Grand Canyon or something like that. I swear to God. Check, actually, he's got a wicked video when he was traveling America. Check out his YouTube channel, Mr. Andy Bradley, or Andy Bradley, put that in YouTube. And the thumbnail alone, he's on top of it in the Grand Canyon, and the picture is awesome, amazing picture. But when he was on there, he FaceTimed me, and then I started saying, "How do you do this?" You know, and it was really blurry. You know, obviously he's on the Grand Canyon, or in the Grand Canyon. What can you tell about John Frusciante's guitar player? A lot of people want to know about John Frusciante. Dave Simpson does some brilliant John Frusciante videos. That's the only reason why I haven't done a John Frusciante video, because I don't, you know, I know the songs and like that. I've never really dived into his playing too much, but he's very, if you're a fan of Jimi Hendrix, then you're probably a fan of John Frusciante, or vice versa. He's very Hendrix influenced. That's cool. That's cool. Sorry, I'm reading about people looking in the description box. That's really, I'm glad people do. You listen to Scott Henderson? If so, what do you think? I have, and it didn't really do nothing for me, Scott Henderson. I'll give him another go. Oh, sorry, I just skipped load of questions. There we go. Where are we? Oh, I've just lost. There we go. Jonathan Harvey, what was your very first electric guitar? And thinking back about it, how did you feel about it when you first got it? Mine was a Yamaha Pacifica. And thanks for the Clapton. Oh, you're very welcome. My very first electric guitar, I bought after 6 months of playing guitar. I saved up my paper round money, or if you're in America, paper route. And I saved up paper round money, and I remember in the Guardian newspaper, if any English people, or like the Loop and all that kind of stuff, but my local paper, and on the classifieds, it was saying a Telecaster for sale with a little amp. And if you've seen my Gear Isn't That Important video, I've got that little amp in that, and it was £90. So you can look at it as the guitar for 60, the amp for 40, or vice versa. It was a copy of a Telecaster Custom. So I remember watching Hail Hail Rock and Roll, the Chuck Berry birthday celebration, and Keith Richards, one of his favorite Telecasters, he was playing it. It's got the big scratch plate. It's got basically like a Les Paul. It's got the toggle switch there. It's got the 2 volumes, 2 tones. And I remember the big ashtray, and he had the top, what goes on top of it as well, when it was all scratched up. I remember getting a silver pen. My mum tried cleaning it for me. I got a silver pen to kind of fill it in. And it was by a company, I'm pretty sure they were called CMAC, CIMAC. I have looked for the company. I cannot find that company. I'm sure it's CMAC. And I got it in the February of 97 and I sold it in November of 97. And my uncle said the neck was like bent. And once he told me that, you know, the dirty thing was in my mind then, you know. And so I sold it for £40, I think. So that's why I'm thinking the amp was 60 and that was 40. And actually, no, it can't have been, no, hang on a minute. 60 and 40 makes 100. It was £90. So it must have been 50 and 40. That's it, yeah. So, sorry, it's Thursday, long day. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I sold it for 40 quid and then used that money and I bought, ironically, a Yamaha Pacifica 112, which I still have, and I need to solder. Yeah, it was a Telecaster custom, and I kind of wish I kept it, you know, because it's my first electric. I got my first guitar still, but I kind of wish I kept it. But it is what it is, isn't it? Yes, this Telecaster does get a lot of loving. Yeah. Of course, it is a nitro cellulose finish as well. And if my Sunburst Strat was nitro, that would be wrecked in a good way. But I'm playing this a bit even more lately because I want it looking even more beat up. But I will never unofficially beat it up, if you know what I mean. Like I want it beat up the natural way. I love the first 2 years of Clapton. We're learning. Oh, Clapton's great, man. It's also Buckethead, phenomenal. He's just weird, isn't he? Gomez, can you help me? Depends what help you need. Hello, Wismos. No, I do not get buyer's remorse from buying a guitar. Nah, not at all. Every guitar I own, I do not regret it. And the last guitar I bought by 345, which was very expensive, and I officially own it now. It's all paid off, and I don't regret it anyway. I was playing it earlier, and I love that guitar. Tips on buying a second-hand USA Fender for around £500–700, preferably from the early night. You know what? Yeah, if you can get a Strat Plus, my Sunburst Strat is a Strat Plus, and I think they go like £600–800. Get one of those. They are amazing guitars, and I think better than what the standard Strats are today. They're wicked. My Blue Strat, I bought that second-hand in 2002. It's a 1999 model. The guy only had it for a year. He's moving to America. I saw it on the Loot website. No picture, and he lived by Thorpe Park. To my British followers and other people, I'm sorry. Lived about half an hour away from me, 40 minutes. And I saw it. There wasn't one scratch on it. The strings were shagged, but there wasn't one scratch. And I think I gave him £300 cash for it. I mean, this was 2002. What's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God, 2002 is 15 years ago. Oh, how has that happened? But yeah, I got that for £300. And at the time, I think standard Strats were going for about £950, something like that. Comfortably numb. Don't know, I'm afraid. Would you recommend a Schecter? No. Not my cup of tea. Not my bag, baby. What do you think of the Guns N' Roses reunion? I'm seeing them in June, and I will tell you them, my friends. But I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh, sorry, Game Bazaar, if you've gone. Bye-bye, mate. Have fun at school. Mark Bonham was awesome, Sean. I've driven past where he died loads of times as well. In Barnes. Take care, Craig. Thank you, Craig. I'm so glad you've already followed me on Facebook, and the support means a lot. Hybrid picking does make life easier, yeah, definitely. I took a departure from electric to learn fingerstyle acoustic. It's made me a way better. Fantastic, that's great. You're very welcome. Oh, just lost it quick. There we go. I just watched your old public announcement guitar lessons video. Oh my God, you turned from a Prince lookalike to a really thin Lemmy with that beard. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the long hair for a bit. What I'd like to do is grow it quite long and then cut it off for like charity and give it to like children's wig stuff. I'd like to do that. But I don't know. I see pictures of me with the quiff. But I had long hair for years. I cut it and kind of had the bun it was had for ages, and now I kind of thought I'll just grow it again. Adam, no, sorry, I still haven't checked out Sean Costello. I'm sorry. I'll give it. Oh, you know what? Tonight I'll do it. I'm gonna have some dinner soon, and I'll check him out. Amps for £200. The amp I'm playing right now is a Vox AC4. I can hear people in the hall, so I want to be. But I don't know what the sound quality is like. But this was. No, it's lovely where I am right now, and I got it for, I think they're a bit more now, but £199 I think they were going for. I think I gave it a haggle. I got it for 190. But I really like it. What string gauge you use? On Fender's 10 gauge, on Gibson's 11 gauge, and on my acoustics 12 gauge. Play some Stevie Ray Vaughan. What am I feeling? Honest. Got into that. Do you prefer blues drive? Oh, my knob just fell off. you prefer blues driver with low or high gain? Low gain. No, I'm not a vinyl collector. I should do, really, shouldn't I? How did I start making a living? Start making a living, Ryan, from music teaching first, and then it just kind of grew and grew. I think the delay in this video is about, hello, El Blair. I recognise your name as well. I think it's about 8 seconds, 10 seconds delay. Take care, Amin. I think you've gone already. Favourite guitar finish? Oh, sunburst. I do like me sunburst. But I know what, I've got a bit of hankering for a white Strat. Really liking the white Strats at the moment. Hi, Luke. Hello, Luke. How are you doing? I do try and answer every question. Sorry, that pissing people off by me trying to go. I just feel people have put questions in, so and I've just lost them. Do you like Fender offsets? Don't know them really. Sorry. Best place to buy second-hand guitars now? Oh man, it's Aussie. Mate, it's such a big thing now. You know, like you go on Gumtree, you got eBay. Like I said, when I bought my blue Strat, I bought that without even looking at a picture. But do play it beforehand. Do play it beforehand. Have I my encounters with bringing your guitar on a flight? I'm moving to another country soon. I'm very anxious to bring it back. Yeah, well, I've taken my guitars on flights for gigs and things, and I've always checked it in, and I'm always a little bit scared when I do, but I will pad out the neck, so I'll detune it a bit, and then I put like bubble wrap around the headstock, and then with the case itself, I gaffer taped it quite a few times. I mean, it's usually all right. You just get the horror stories, you know. But if you can check it in, I mean, if you can take it on the board with you, fantastic. I'm not from Essex. My AC4. I've got a video on it, man. It's one of my early videos, but it's really it's quite small, quite small. Hi Wayne, how you doing? So I'm trying to bust through these comments quickly, so I'm up to date. I don't know any Smiths, I'm afraid. Take care, Manomi Kashyap. Enjoy dinner. I make a video to explain the facial man. You know what? I was around my mum's last night, and I was showing her this video. This like Korean guy. He was teaching people how to make guitar faces. It was me and my mum, especially my mum. We were in fits last night. It's so funny. What are some good exercises to incorporate my little finger? Just start playing with it. Little Mary Jane. Just start using your little finger. Just start using it. Your nose just fell off. Oh right, come on, knob. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to. There we go. I'm nearly caught up. Oh, take care, Jonathan. Take care, mate. Yeah, I know. White straps. White Strat. I think my next Strat will be a white one. I can see it happening. Ian, the 59 Les Paul isn't mine. I've been lent it. I still have it. But it's the builders lent it to me. I've had it for a good couple of months now, haven't I? I have had a Zane Carney. I saw him play actually when he was over in London last. Oh, thank you very much, Rob. Thank you. I've got a massive fuzz face. I know you like that pedal. I have problems finding the use for it in the band as the sound gets lost in the mix. Let's pull for a Laneley. Have you got the controls? Who's this? Sorry, Nico Johnson. Have you got the controls dimed on the fuzz? Try diming it and then backing off any gain you got from the amp. That might help you a bit. What do you think of American Strats? I'm not a fan of American Strats. Will you ever make your own guitar? I don't know about make my own guitar. Maybe a signature guitar, maybe, but I don't know about make my own guitar. I always wanted to do like get one of those kit guitars and do it with my granddad. And my granddad, like my biggest inspiration in life. You know, he's on my phone. Oh, I don't know. Thank you, people who have started following me on Instagram. I'll show you my granddad. that was my granddad. I don't know if actually that is. Let me get the camera so I can see what you guys are seeing. That was, oh, you can't see very well. That was my granddad, and he was one of the best men ever. And he passed away in 2008. But I was going to make a guitar of him using those kit guitars, because he's one of those guys who could just, you know, he's good at soldering. He's good at everything. You know, like needed plumbing done, he could do it. If needed, boiler done, no boiler or gas fitted or electrician, wicked. And yeah, we never got around to doing it together. He always said, "Yeah, let's get it. No, we'll do it." And we just never got happen. And now he's passed away. It's like, you know, part of me wants to do it for his behalf, but it would be, yeah, I'll be thinking, oh, granddad should be here with me, and that, you know. Anyway, I don't want to go deep there. I wonder if I should get a Telly or a Jimi Hendrix Strat. Don't get a Jimi Hendrix Strat. I love Fender, right? But I think that's the biggest cash cow I've ever seen in my life. Like, just buy a left-handed Strat and flip it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, get a normal Strat or a Telly, you know. Oh man. So yeah, sorry to hear you broke your hand. Yeah, pinky stuff, like, you know, so like just I mean, I'm not trying to go fast here, that's me going fast, but you can do open strings. You know, just get used to using it. White straps and white amps. White straps with white straps. Yes. We'll hit you up for another great lesson. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry, Scatterbrain. Who? I feel bad. Who are you, Scatterbrain? You don't have to say your full name, just your first name. I'm sure I know who you are. My first gig, how it went, nerves, how much you rehearsed. My first gig. My first proper gig with a band was a band Biff Tech I was in. I was 17, playing the Dog and Duck in Red Hill, and it was packed out. I remember my brother. We all know my brother. So if I was 17, 16, 15, 14, Andy would have been 12, 13, something like that. And he came in. I remember he was all kind of, you know, dressed up, and the landlord would not let him in the pub, even though the drummer worked in the pub. He was with my mum and dad. Mum and dad were there. He would not let him in, and poor Andy had to sit in the car on his own the whole night. Yeah, because mum and dad wanted to see me play. You know, I had some friends come, and and they didn't really announce me properly that I joined the band, and I just walked on stage. They said, "Walk on and just start playing." I remember I was playing my blues Strat. I'd not long just got that, and I just started soloing, and then they all walked on and started playing. So I was a little bit nervous. I remember I had my head down a lot. I always had my head down. I didn't look up much. But someone asked, I remember a YouTube comment recently asking about nerves and stuff, and don't really get nervous anymore. I remember the first time I played on live TV, I played on the X Factor. I'm assuming everyone knows what the X Factor is, because it's in nearly every country now, isn't it? But I played on the X Factor at Christmas time with one of the past winners, what was it, Sam Bailey, and we did "Please Come Home for Christmas," which was like a jazz version. And there's like some weird jazz chords going on, you know, that was to live TV in front of, I don't know how many millions of people. No, millions of people watch X Factor, don't they? And there was no rehearsal. I got sent the tracks a couple of days beforehand, and you know, kind of got there and had something to eat, and then we went on, and then we had a sound check in the adverts, in the intervals of the show, and I think we did it 3 times. Went through it 3 times, maybe twice, can't remember, and it was all good. And then it came to doing it live, and I could not hear my guitar. It was just it was acoustic and some percussions, and then it had a backing track for all the other instruments, all strings and stuff like that. So I'm starting playing, and I can't hear my guitar. There's nothing coming through the monitor, nothing coming through the speakers. I can't hear her voice. I can't hear anything. And I was like, do I stop? Do I, like, what do I do? Like, I knew we were live now. I knew we were live. And I was like, I've just got to keep going. And then eventually the sound started, it came through after probably about 20, 30 seconds, but it felt like 20, 30 hours, you know. So got through it and it was fine. And I remember one of the guys, no, I don't know, one of the grips or the sound technicians come up to me afterwards. He's like, oh, it sounded good, mate. I said, what happened with the sound, out of curiosity, you know? And he goes, oh, sorry, man, I forgot to hit the, you know, kind of, not playback button, the kind of unmute, he had the monitors on mute. He forgot to hit it off. I was like, oh, thanks. Rehearsals, fine. When I say rehearsal, sound check, fine. Live in front of about 3 million people. I forgot to turn the button off. Sorry, mate. Yeah, no, I really like, I just forgot to push the button. Sorry about that. So that's all right, you know. So, but I wasn't nervous because in my head I'm just thinking, shit, what do I do? What do I do? And then it was. I remember going home back to my mum to watch it, and actually, I don't think I didn't see it, but I think I watched it on Sky Plus or something, Catch Up TV or something like that. And you know, I look all calm in my face, but I know I'm thinking, F-U-C-K, F-U-C-K. You know? Oh, there you go. A little more insight into me. There you go. What's going on? Oh, sorry. Oh man, I've missed a load of questions. Sorry. How did it feel playing Guitar Star in front of George Benson? By the way, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. Cozy Mono Dragon. Thank you. Guitar Star. I wasn't very happy, to be honest. Oh, actually, you know what? I was nervous for that. I was nervous with that, but yeah, I remember I didn't get the sound check, or no one got the sound check, and I was the first electric guitar person on. Amp sound is shit. My playing was shit. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I don't really talk much about it, to be honest with you. But they seem nice, all the judges and that. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'd like to hear some heavy metal from you, as it's not your favorite style. I wonder how awesome you can still be. You know what? Check out a video I did with a drill. It was in June last year. What's it called? No, let me find it and I'll post the link right now. Bear with me 2 seconds because I'm doing some shreddy stuff in it. And you know what? I should have posted a link to this on my Facebook, shouldn't I? That I'm doing live. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Here we go. Guitar and a power drill. Oh, it's had 5,000 views. Right, let me copy and paste this bad boy. Right. Right. Hopefully that's gone up there. Has that gone up? Yeah. All right. So check that out. And I'm doing some metally shredding that. Ismar, sorry if I skipped over your comments. Sorry, mate. I'm doing my best to read every one here. Whenever you ding your guitar, do you want to ding your head as well? Or are you like, yeah, rock and roll? I usually am like, yeah, rock and roll, but not with my 345. And I've got some horrible little dings on the binding and I dropped it. I stupidly had it in a gig bag. I went to lean it against my car. I missed my car. It fell on the floor, just a little tap. And it looks like someone's like bit out of it. But usually like this has got loaded dings on the side here. And square in there, you can see it where in there. It's got dings all over the place. But yeah, all my guitars, rock and roll, cool. 345, not so much. What valve amp would I recommend? A Hampstead. I want to recommend them because I think they're beautiful. What tube amps are the best in your opinion for £400 or £500? Something with clean tones and a good reverb. It sounds like Rugger Holmes. You're talking about a Fender. So check out, see if you can get a Supersonic secondhand. I've got a Supersonic. I'm sure you can get a secondhand one for around £500, £600. Hello, Master 323. Hello. Oh, Michael from Boston. Yes, sorry, Scatterbrain. Yes, I remember you. How are you doing? I'm not a massive fan of Biffy Clyro, to be honest with you. Your favorite guitar? So no, my favorite guitar is a Strat. I do love a Strat and 345. Yeah, Scatterbrain. Yeah, let us know, man, when you're sort a lesson out, and we'll get it sorted, buddy. If those wondering what the hell I'm talking about, I do Skype lessons. That's why I'm able to teach someone from Boston, like lovely Michael here. If you're interested in a Skype lesson, again, MikeBradyMusic.com. Check out my website. And for video lessons, you can get there, and also inquiries about lessons, or if you want sessions. Crossroads by Queen, the first solo has given me troubles. It's in A. Can you just jam in the style of Clapton? No, I can do better than that, mate. I haven't played that solo in a long time, but no, man. Okay, let's do it again. Second part, I got a bit lost there, and it's like all that stuff, but it's all mixed in the major and minors, and I love the. And I remember I worked it out by ear. I worked that out by ear, and I thought he went went down shape 2, and then went to that, but he's just going down shape 1. That's wicked. And then he's like the minor major thirds, and then going to that is so cool. And he's really into his double stops. He's really into his double stops then. Favorite Strat pickup position? Well, I call it position 2. Other people call it position 4, but the neck and middle, I love that. Well, and middle and bridge, but the neck and middle, I call that position 2. I love hearing about that kind of stuff. Very nervous about playing my first show. Oh, best of luck for your first show, man. Let me know how you get on with it. How do you move forward when you have reached a certain point, when you know you are very much capable of playing things that you want to and need to accommodate your style, but you still want more? Just got to keep forging ahead, man. That's life, isn't it? Just keep playing. Just keep doing it. I've just joined this video. What was this? When was the Factor gig? Hello, Megasource. When did I do that? 2015, I think it was, that one. I've done a few TV things like that. My YouTube room is about, it's my old bedroom. 15-minute, oh no, well, what am I saying? It's like a 5-minute drive, 10-minute drive. Yeah, let's say 10-minute drive. Cheers, John. CD hands would not allow this to happen. I love gold hardware too. Oh yeah, if you've got a CD hands, you gold hardware, finished. The best guitar I've ever played. Oh man. I remember playing a 6335 once upon a time, which I nearly bought. I think it was a 1969 335. It was going for £2,500. I was 19. I remember thinking my mum will kick my ass if I were like that. Best guitar I've ever played. I don't know. Because if there's a guitar like that, I would buy it. You know, I mean, vintage one. I mean, I played a 63 Strat in America. That was very nice, but it didn't have a first string, so I couldn't properly, you know, and I was a bit nervous with the Americans, very having to go, you know, very stern. And I played a 55 Les Paul Junior. That was very, very nice. That was very nice. Played that in Norman's rare guitars. Oh, it's a toughie. That. I mean, I say my 345 is lovely. This is not, you know, but I don't want to use my own guitars. But let's go with let's go with the 55 Les Paul Junior. That was lovely. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it was very nice. Where are we? Sorry, Tim. If you want lessons, mate, just drop us an email. We'll sort you out. Well, I'll sort you out. Cheers, Ollie. Damn, dude, that was cheers. Always appreciated. Do you think it's better 3-man band, Cream or Rush? Oh, Cream. Prefer Cream. Yeah. My picking hand feels a bit restricted, lowering overall speed actually. What would you recommend to bring it back? Picking, I'm always working my picking myself. Just take everything slowly. And then do like, no, take something like that. 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 6, no. What's that? C, D, E, F, G, C major scale. And then go up. No, each fret, and I'll start off slowly. No, and then with a metronome. You know, kind of build it up that way. Can you talk about tone words for a bit? Can't be bothered, mate, to be honest, John. Sorry, mate, I don't mean to be rude. Yeah. All I'll say about that, if you can't hear a difference between wood, then yeah. What are my thoughts on Charvels? Charvels owned by Fender. So it's a Strat. Would you play a bit of Led Zeppelin? I played a bit of Led Zeppelin earlier, mate. Was you not at the beginning of this, even though I didn't advertise it in any way, shape or form? How far are the Michael Kelly tellies from the Fender ones, quality and sound wise, beside the bang for that? They're nice, but Fender, I would say, is a better. No, American Fender is probably better. And I've got no qualm saying that. You know, I'm not endorsed by Michael Kelly or anything like that. I thought your version Little Wing on guitar style was the best one. Oh, that's very sweet of you to say. It's very sweet of you to say, Cosimo Dragon. I appreciate that. Put me in touch with the luthier who made our 59 with love. Yeah, Luke, drop me an email though, and I'll send you an email privately, because I'm just respecting his wishes. He doesn't want me to make him public or anything. So yeah, if you send me an email, and actually, or again, I'm going to give another plug to people just going. I'm just trying to. Sorry, I'm want to build up my social media more. So if you're on Instagram and Facebook, please do give me a follow and a like on there. Facebook is Mike Bradley, official Mike Bradley, but just type Mike Bradley, you're going to find me. Not my personal account. I get some people adding me on there, and I kind of keep that bit separate. But the Mike Bradley page is official Mike Bradley, and my Instagram, I think it's MikeyB999, but type in Mike Bradley, you'll find me. But yeah, if you want to send me a message on there, and if you can like those pages, it just means a lot and just helps me in this solo career I'm kind of doing, because companies and booking promoters all look at social media. So it's, yeah, if you could give that a like and a follow, it means a lot. I hate asking people for things. And you can share the video around. But yeah, with 59, drop me a message on there and I'll pass you over his details. What do you think about Gibson Epiphone Firebirds? Fantastic. There you go. Got a Marshall Mark II 50 watt 1974 hair a couple of days ago. Sweet sound. Love your playing and sound. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on getting a lovely amp. They're really good amp, Gregor. Really good amps. How well do you know the neck? If you broke a string in the middle of a solo, could you finish a song? Yeah, it depends if I was doing a solo note for note, but I know it reasonably well. I mean, you want to be able to do a solo, you know, say on one string, like if I'm an E. That's all in the second string. There you go. Cream over the Hendrix experience. Probably Hendrix, more songs. Yes, I'll probably say Hendrix. Cream versus ZZ Top. It's a tie for me. Again, ZZ Top had better songs, I think. I'm all about the songs for me. Have I ever made mistakes while playing live? Every single time. Oh, just seen someone just email Michael. Oh, cool. Just seen your email pop through. I'll check it out. Oh, it's getting late. I need to eat soon. What do you think to Rob Chapman's band Dorje? I've seen them live before when I saw Phil X. I'm not really into kind of that heavy type of music. So there's nothing against it. It's just not the music I'm really into. But they seem to be doing well. I can't say I know really any songs of theirs or anything like that, but they seem to be doing well, you know. Hello, Chaz. Weird lit question really helps a lot, man. Keep up the fantastic videos. Thanks, Bryn. I'm amazed there's still just over 60 of you still. It's amazing. I do have Twitter, Ian. Thank you very much for asking. I don't use it much, to be honest. Mike J. Bradley. The only time I really use Twitter is when I post something on Instagram and then share it over there. For me, like Facebook and Instagram, especially Instagram, I find are the best social medias, and I really enjoy Instagram. You know, I do Instagram live a lot on there. I was saying it earlier in case you've just joined, like, you know, like doing YouTube live. I'm loving this, you know, it's great, but it's a bit more complicated than with Instagram live. I can just get my phone, boom, it's there, it's ready, you know. And I think YouTube can do it. I don't know if you've got to get another software, I don't know, but with Instagram, it's instant, you know. And same with Facebook as well. At the moment, I've got more engagement on Instagram with people like yourselves, you know, engage with me more than Facebook, but I want to build them up. So like I said, if you lovely people, like if all 60 of you liked all my Facebook and Instagram right now, that'd be amazing, you know what I mean? And if you tell your friends, lovers and others, I really appreciate it, you know. And I'm so grateful for everyone like taking time out of their day to watch my videos and also like getting my music, you know. So I've got my last EPs on iTunes. I'm releasing a new one very, very soon. And hopefully I can get everyone's support with that as well, you know. I mean, if I was able to get in the top 40, if I got to number 40 in the charts, and which is very doable now, I would be so like, now if that was like, you know, say Harry Styles getting number 40 in the charts is like, that would be a failure. But if I got in the top 40, I would be ecstatic. So yeah, I've nearly done everything. The EP's done. It's just kind of getting. I want to get it out there before I release it. So I've kind of got pictures done for it now, regarding a cover, and I edited a little video. It took about 6 hours. I finished editing that yesterday, and the kind of lead track is a song called Faded Away. It's a 3-track EP. Faded Away, a song called Meet Again, and Higher. Faded Away is very kind of rock and roll. You would have seen if you're an avid fan of me or viewer of me, there's an acoustic version of me doing it on my YouTube channel, and I really like that song. So that's Faded Away. Meet Again is a sweet song, kind of Hendrixy chords, you know. And then Higher is funky rock, bluesy. Actually, if you've seen my pick versus finger video that went up yesterday, when I'm talking at the beginning, there's like some music in the background, and that is the instrumental bits of it. But yeah, so when I release that, hopefully I can get everyone's support backing me on that, because if I can chart it, I'll be brilliant. You know. What are your thoughts on John Mayer? Hello, Megasource. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking about John Mayer over this last. Have I been on for an hour? I'm not sure. How long have I been on? Someone please tell me. But John Mayer, I think, is brilliant. Yeah, like pretty much all guitar players, big fan of John Mayer. Only recently though, when I say recently, over the last kind of 4 years or so, you know, so it's not recent at all. When I first heard him, I was like, oh, it's Steve Ray Vaughan clone. But now he's really come. He's very, very tasty player. You know, and that's the type of guitar player I like. You know, I like rock and roll and overdrive. You know, not saturated gain, but I like a good guitar. Steve Ray Vaughan tone and stuff like that. But John Mayer, I think, is a fantastic player. Eric Gales, massive fan of Eric Gales. He's probably my new favorite kind of current guitar player. Then also there's a guy, Matthias Asato. I think he's awesome as well. Awesome guitar player. And he's been, you know, I've been playing nearly the same amount of time he's been alive, and he's better than me. You know, he's an amazing guitar player. Ozzy, how long? A very good question, Ozzy. How long have I been on? I think it's about an hour I've been on so far, isn't it? Oh, Mary Jane. Hello, Dustin. Give Dustin a shout out. Hello, Dustin. And thank you so much, Mary Jane, or Dustin, for spreading the word about me. It means a hell of a lot. Opinion on Black Star HT. I had HD 60 Black Star. I had it for a while. I just could not. No, it's not for me, mate, unfortunately. So I wouldn't own a Black Star again. What's your take on the PRS guitar? Oh, sorry, I just lost that. Where was that? Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Oh yeah. What's your take on PRS guitars? To me, you seem a great fit for those guitars. I've only played a couple, and it was like literally like 40 seconds playing them. You know, it wasn't very long. So I would like to sit down properly. I went to the PRS night with Paulie Smith in Guildford about a month ago, and I would like to sit down and properly play one. So if anybody knows PRS, tell them to get in touch. I'd like to sit down properly. But the ones I played didn't speak to me. Let's just say that. I always have a DSL 2000 Marshall like yours and play it on the clean sound. Yeah, I prefer the clean sound on it now. I don't play that much though, to be honest with you. Would you recommend a TV Jones pickup? Give it a go. I've never played one, but give it a go. Excuse me. D'Angelico. Oh, I did have to do one of his songs on a session. Oh, I've forgotten it. It was all kind of cool, jazzy. Oh, I've forgotten it now. it will come to me. Oh, cheers, Ian. I appreciate it. Instagram and Twitter, cool. And if you've got Facebook as well, follow me on there as well. This is Ferris5150. He's an Eddie Van Halen fan. I've been watching your content for a couple of months now. Content and producing really is outstanding. Thank you so much, mate. It means a lot. I'm really glad you're enjoying them, the videos. I want to shoot in a minute, guys. Like I said, I've been on for a while, so I will shoot in a bit. And thank you all for watching. But let me just get through most of the stuff here. Any tips for soon-to-be tube amp owner? I'm going to buy a 10-year Fender Blues Deluxe, which has been checked out and tested. Anything I should know beforehand? I remember when I first got a valve amp and going from like a solid state to a valve, and at first you're like, oh, this sounds different. And it would be a much more clearer, if you're coming from a solid state amp, it'd be much more of a clearer tone, you know. But just enjoy it, and it probably will help your guitar playing as well. I've moved the camera and let me adjust it. It'll probably help your guitar playing. At first, it might highlight your mistakes a little bit, because there might not be as much gain. Depends on how good it's set up. I'm a massive valve. I'm all about the valves. I've got a teeny bit of gain going on there, but if I clean, sorry, my guitar's going out of tune again. I do apologise. Is it worth putting expensive pickups in a cheap guitar? No, I don't think so. Pickups really aren't as important. No, of course, pickups add to a guitar tone, but not as big as it's made out to be. So no, if you've got a cheap guitar, it's going to sound cheap. You know, pickups will help, yeah, but also as well, with a cheap guitar, like the frets will be sharp and it will just put you off playing. If you've got a comfortable guitar to play, you're going to want to play it more, or you'll play better. That's my 2 cents anyway. Do I like Prince? Oh my God, yes, I like Prince. I was last year when he died. Out of everyone who died, I was so gutted when he died. So gutted. There will never be someone like him again. He was phenomenal. My favourite song, I do like. I did acoustic thing of it on YouTube. Nothing Compares to You, because he wrote it. I do really like that song. But Diamonds, I Wanna Be Your Lover. What was it? Oh God. I wanna be your lover. Wrong key, but I think. That's a wicked song, and of course you got. My website is mikebradleymusic.com. It is in every single YouTube video of mine, pretty much. In the description box, there's a link to it. So mikebradleymusic.com, and on there's video lessons which you can't get on YouTube. There's a very popular lesson on the cage system, which is on there. A lot of people seem to like that. There's some lick lessons. I put one up recently on the modes, and then you can do a bundle pack. You can get all the videos on there, apart from the modes. The modes lesson isn't included in the bundle pack yet. I haven't sorted that out. But yeah, if you go to mikebradleymusic.com, and you can find out a bit more about me. You can get in touch with me on there via there, and if you want to buy one of the lessons, even greater. You know. And like I said earlier, Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is, I think, official Mike Bradley. Should know this. Again, the links are all in the description boxes of my videos. and Instagram as well. If you type in Mike Bradley, but on Facebook, I've got my own personal page of Mike Bradley, and I get some people add me as a friend on there, and I kind of keep that more personal. So if you have added me as a friend in the past and I haven't accepted it, please don't take it to heart or anything. I've got quite a few people on it, and it just gets a bit overwhelming. And so, but the fan page, I hate that word fan, but that page is, yeah, official Mike Bradley, and Twitter is type in Mike Bradley, you'll find my mug on there. Oh, fantastic, Tim. I'm really pleased you like the acoustic. If you like the acoustic version of Fade Away, then you will love the electric version. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I'm so glad you enjoy the channel. An hour and 20. Oh, that's how long I've been on there. Wow. Hello, Felicia. Mike freaking Bradley. If you like the feel of the guitar, oh yeah. 1 hour and 20 minutes. Wow. Right. Oh god. Every time I say I want to wrap it up soon, I see loads more. I don't use a compressor. No, so I'm going to fire throughs. Right, I'm finding people to play with. I've jammed with a couple, but it didn't work out. Put ad, there's like an ad company called Star Now, a website called Star Now, ukmusicians.com, Gumtree, or go to jam nights, and you can meet people there. Mac Tutorials, you just joined. I've been on for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Where have you been? I'm going to the Guardians of the Galaxy midnight screen tonight. You excited for that? No, I don't know anything about it, I'm afraid, Megasource. Sorry, man. I'll find another lesson going. Oh, no worries, Ozzy. Oh, that's very kind of you, Ozzy. I plan on playing there one day, that's for sure. I prefer Fenders, mate. Peter, that is too. Night, Ozzy. Take care, mate. Oh, that's great to hear, Chris. Thank you. That means a lot to me. You play some Pink Floyd? I don't know many Pink Floyd, I'm afraid. I've done a tutorial on Another Brick in the Wall on my YouTube channel. But I don't know it. But if you go type in Another Brick in the Wall and you'll see me play it and teach it. Hello, Marco. Italy, it's amazing. My girlfriend's in Italy. She's in Venice at the moment. No, any small guitarist. One of my best friends, a little small guitar player. And cheap amp, or cheap guitar and expensive amp. Now, with that, of course, having an expensive amp is going to feel beautiful. But then the amp will sound shit. But it'll still sound relatively nice because it's a nice guitar. Got a shit guitar. Shit. My heart is telling me no, my body. My heart is saying cheap guitar, expensive amp. My brain is saying expensive guitar, cheap amp at first. Did I like the Crimson guitars? I played the Crimson guitar for like 4 minutes. So I didn't have a proper chance to play it properly, I'm afraid. Prince was an absolute genius. I'll be your one-haired lover from Liverpool. I went to Penny Lane. Lucas, did you say actually on one of my Instagram pictures that you live around the corner from there? Oh yes, there you go. So I just saw the next question. Yeah, I did like Liverpool. I really like Liverpool. First time I went there, really like it. Thanks, Chaz. It means a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Cheers, Ian. Any quick tips for jamming solo and using major scales? Okay, got an E. I'll use E because I can use an E string. So there, that's an E chord using a D shape. Again, check out my lesson on the cage system on my website. It's like $7.99, just so cheap, and that will help you right out knowing the cage system. But there's a D shape, or the C shape, sorry, or D chord, you can see. So then you're going to sound so much more melodic. But yeah, knowing all your chords over the place and then incorporate that with the major scale, and that will really, really help you out a lot. But then don't just dismiss your pentatonics, you know, so you're adding it in with your pentatonic. Don't be a really cool blues player and then, oh, okay, major scale. You know, you can still, so, oh, sorry. You can still incorporate that stuff in, if that makes sense. Bye, Felicia. Take care. If you get to, I will try and play a PRS, mate. I'll try the Vela. Hey, Matthias. Hello, William. I'm going to shoot in a minute. I've been on for an hour and a half. How much for private lessons? I live in Florida. So unfortunately you can't come to the house. But Skype, if you head over to mykebradleymusic.com, all the information is there. But Skype lessons are £20. So whatever, I'm not sure what that is in dollars. About $30, is it? $28, something like that. Will Hay. No, I haven't heard of Will Hay. How do you feel about the new Jazz Masters? And have you played them? No, I haven't. I haven't played them, I'm afraid. I'm also the one who asked you about being on Encore. Oh, Lucas, yes. Hello, mate. Yes. See, you're good. And you do follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Like, everyone should. Take care, Tim. Yeah, seriously. Cool, guys. Well, I've been on for 2 hours, I've just seen. Wow. And I'm going to have some dinner. So thanks for joining me. Like I said earlier, if you could start liking my social medias if you haven't. If you do already, God bless you 1,000 times. It truly means a lot. Yeah, let's get this going, because I really want to get out and tour and play live to people this year, you know. So that is a big plan of mine, and I can shake you all in the hand, you know. Shake you all in the hand, you know what I mean. So yeah, and like I say, mykebradleymusic.com, do check that out for lessons and to find out more about me. And I was on the BBC Three show Encore for about, what would you say, Lucas, about 30 seconds? Anyway, thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Chaz. Thank you, Megasource. Thank you, Ferris. Yes, I will try and do more YouTube lives, but like I said, I do Instagram lives and Facebook as well. But anyway, take care, guys. God bless you. And I'll watch tomorrow's video. You'll see me tomorrow. It'll be a good one. If you're a fan of John Mayer, you might like it. Anyway, Mike Bradley signing out. Let's do it that way. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.